To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Minnesota Twins.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that have the talent and determination of Dustin Pedroia. And he always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the ninth inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Phil Hughes will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings, got his ball club to win.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Trevor Plouffe has really come into his own. He's a guy that can play both in the infield and the outfield, but really he thrives at the hot corner. He's got quick reaction, soft hands, just really makes it look easy out there.
Mookie Betts will stand in now, and you'd have to say he was one of the real bright spots in the division series.
And here in October, this is when you want your guys to really find their stride. And you're right, Matty. He was outstanding in getting them into this LCS.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And a very comfortable 81 degrees as we get things started this evening. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Line to the right side. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit.
A line shot into right to start things out.
Second baseman.
Now you have to worry about whether he'll be on the move or not.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hughes comes set. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed as Pedroia's retired for the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. The location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in here in game 1, and he'll be looking to put a disappointing division series behind him.
Yeah, it was disappointing in that he wasn't able to really carry much of the load. But I know he's grateful to have a shot at redemption here in the league championship series.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. They've got an early opportunity to do just that.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Two out here and a runner at second. Lifted in the air out to right. And Worth will put this one away with ease to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Yeah, well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Cole Hamels will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the ALCS. What do we need to know here, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
With a moment now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, guys, Mookie Betts puts it all on the line in every single game. He's not afraid to risk his body if it means taking a chance at making an incredible play. I've seen him take on walls at full speed. leave his feet at impossible
Leading
angles.
up for the Twins,
He takes great pride in the
catcher,
effort he puts forth.
Steve Alley.
Steve Alley is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Danny Santana gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
And the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And that's over. 3-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Worth, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in Game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Striding into the box, Brian Dozier. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. Two guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in. If you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Runners are at first and second with one away. Smoke toward third. Pedroia back to Craig. It's a double play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from game one after this. Matt Wieters will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
Wieters.
And Hughes will start him with a changeup. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
That's a 1-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Batting sixth, first baseman number 5, Alan Craig.
Settling in now, Alan Craig, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Nope,
Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike.
Ball, one strike.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh,
And with 2 away, let's check
fielder,
out our playoff bracket
Alex
as we give you a look
Rios.
at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Alex Rios into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. Still 0-0. Joe Mauer strides into the
Leading
box
off for the
now to lead
Twins.
off the home half of the
First
second
baseman,
inning.
Joe Mauer.
Hamels has his sign. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Barehanded on the hop. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Oswaldo Arcia.
Oswaldo Arcia stands in. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Bat explodes as this is popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike three. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Back goes Rios, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this ball is absolutely massive. I mean, this isn't Coors Field or Fenway Park, mind you. It takes a lot to hit a ball out of here. I'm sitting here thinking, no way is this ball ever going to get there. But he winds up halfway up the wall. That's just amazing.
Adrian Baez will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, you shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Xander Bogaerts is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Xander Bogaerts.
Hughes is ready. Here's the first pitch. Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Arcia will wait on it. One gone.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Juan Uribe.
One gone here in the Boston third. And standing in now, Juan Uribe. And this is low, ball one. Third inning, no score to this point. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw will be in time to first, and Hughes is looking strong here. 2 away now.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Mookie Betts will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And Hughes gets ahead with the fastball for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, you know, he's shaking his head a little bit there down at first base. He knows you got a gift base hit right there. All this is a little looper. It barely even reaches the outfield grass. I don't even think it bent the grass when it hit the ground. But it's good enough to sneak by those 2 middle infielders and into center field for a hit.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No. Aaron Hicks digs into the box in the bottom
Leading
of
off
inning
with a
number
twin.
3.
Center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Chop foul over towards the dugout. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Right side, hit hard. Pedroia is able to get there, and he's retired here, 1 away.
The batter, catcher, Steve Allen.
Steve Alley will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Takes this the other way to right. And Rios will play this one on the hop. It's a base hit.
So much of hitting is all about getting the right pitch. Here, he didn't like either one of the first couple he sees. Falls behind quickly, 0-2. But then he finally gets a location he can do something with, and whack, base hit.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now a snap move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses the throw down. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
And here's where your catcher can get you a big out just by the strength of his arm. There's nothing too exceptional here. He just lines his feet up properly and puts a good throw right on the bag. Just the way you like it.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Not a real good sign here. Already his 3rd walk of the ball game this early on. And that's a sign to me he may not have brought his A game to the ballpark. He's had to work awfully hard out there so far.
Jason Worth will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he'll get back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
He's set. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ramirez is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Pablo Sandoval is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Hughes looks in. First pitch on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Ready on 1-2. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Arcia going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Nearly gets his first home run of the postseason, and I'll tell you, he didn't miss this thing by much. Here you see it. He just gets this one airborne, and this thing just doesn't quite have enough to get out of here. But it does have plenty to get him into second base, and now he's got himself a double.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. One and 0 pitch on the way. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Here it is. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Popped up. Kloof is there for it. 1 down.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old
Catcher.
Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Now in the box, Matt Wieters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
And there's the fastball from Hughes. It's 0-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But this is a foul ball.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Ready with the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
And even on 1-2 now, you got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You got to put this ball in play.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia moves over, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
And now looking back on this inning, the failure to get the guy to third in the previous at-bat probably cost him a run there. Now, sometimes these seem like little mistakes at the time, but now he's still at second with 2 away.
Alan Craig is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Two strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Brian Dozier is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Lofted in the air out to right field. On the move is Rios. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 7, Joe
Into the box now, Joe Mauer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. taken. Now it's 0-2.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You just don't see that, like, ever. Not in that situation. Not in that count. That's a big break from an offensive standpoint. Now you've got to find a way to make that hurt somehow.
Stepping in, Oswaldo Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ground ball right side. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Alex Rios will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Hughes gets the sign and the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Sinking line drive out to right center, and this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Drilled down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the best curveballs he's thrown. Not just for the break, but the spot he threw it in. Dropped that one right where he needed it to be.
Stepping in now, Juan Uribe, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here he comes on 2-0. On the move is Rios. Hit in the air out to left. Garcia able to look this one in, and that's out number 2.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back safely.
Keeping him close.
From the stretch. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, and as you guys well know, mistakes tend to get magnified here in the postseason, so we'll have to see if this free 90 feet winds up leading to a run.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Rios will round third and head for home. And not in time as the run scores.
Took us a little while, but we've got our first run on the scoreboard here in the 5th. You gotta figure any more they could add on here could really go a long way.
Dustin Pedroia steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Home half of the 5th coming up. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Adrian Baez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First delivery to him on the way. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And reined in one away.
And that ball has been rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball two. A strike, and it's 2-1. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
A good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Steve Alley digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ballgame. The 0-1 delivery. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runners on first with one down. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Pedroia. There's one. Back to Craig. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Dustin Pedroia will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the sixth. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Hughes steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
After it is worth 1 out.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball. This thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Leadoff man retired here, and it's time for the pre-at-bat antics of the Panda, Pablo Sandoval. First pitch of the at-bat. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Hit hard to short.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Here's Hanley Ramirez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him 2 down.
Boy, as a hitter, you know you're hoping to get that ball into the outfield somewhere, make it hit the grass, give your guy a chance to score. In this situation, all he does is get to third base. That's not a big help.
Matt Wieters will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line driver right back up the middle.
And this is going to be just foul down the line, as that had double written all over it. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Danny Santana.
Leading
They'll
off
look
with
to
a
get
twin.
something going here and
The
even this game
shortstop.
up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
You know,
Now
he's
batting.
only got 2
Right
strikeouts in
fielder,
the game so far,
Jason
but he's really
Worth.
done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Jason Worth will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And here's a fastball from Hamels to begin the at-bat as he climbs ahead 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Well, it's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And that misses 2-2.
2-2.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning.
The
You
second
can see the
baseman, number
count.
2,
He's at
Brian
83 for the
Dozier.
ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Ready now, Brian Dozier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Up
Well,
next
neither
for
offense
Minnesota.
has really made a huge
First
impact so
baseman.
far, but finally maybe a little sign of life.
Bauer.
He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Joe Mauer will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Trying to hold the lead. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Ready with the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Weekly hit towards first. To his right, Craig. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. It remains 1-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Alan Craig will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Now, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Outside and low, 3-0.
I don't like the way they're working here. They're giving him way too much credit.
Yeah, if it's an inch or two outside, I think he'll chase it, but not when it's way off the plate.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it looks like that's going to be all for Phil Hughes. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Tim Stauffer will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Tim Stauffer.
Here's Alex Rios now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside. And he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
The 2-1 on its way. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2. On the ground near home. The dozier for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
In now, Juan Uribe. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. On the ground up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Oswaldo Arcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Hamels into the windup. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
And there's ball one. This is pulled into right. Rios is there, 1 away.
Making a bid here to get on base is the potential tying run. But this ball just didn't want to drop for him and winds up finding the outfielder's glove.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Lays off 1-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Under it is Sandoval, and there's the second out.
And that's telling them how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Adrian Baez will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And that misses 1-1. Tapped out in front of home. Wieters scoops it up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down go the Twins in order. They trail this one 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mookie Betts. As they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Push softly over toward the right side. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. He's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. And this one's in the dirt. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. Fortunately, the center fielder's in the right spot.
Yeah, and then one pitch later, he essentially turns that single into a double by letting him advance into scoring position on the wild pitch.
No one out with a runner at second. High and deep to straightaway right. Worth going back. Still going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And in a game like this, there's no telling how important an insurance run that may turn out to be. He plates that run on the RBI double to make it a 2-run lead now, which may not sound like that much, but it makes a world of difference for anyone who's coming in to try to close this game.
Pablo Sandoval takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
And, oh, he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Worth. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder, Hanley Ramirez.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
This is in the air out to right field. Worth has a beat on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Digging in now, Matt Wieters will swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at high level, and he just can't help himself.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, yeah, this is going to be a pitch in the dirt. And as a runner, it's hard sometimes to tell whether you should advance or not. But I think the catcher just lost sight of this thing just for a moment. And as soon as he reads that at second base, he's off for third.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Worth ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a two-run blast off the bat of Matt Wieters. His first homer here in the series as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th, because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th. But for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
Michael Tonkin will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Now batting.
Here now is Alan Craig.
Alan Craig.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 2 now. To 2-2 now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Still 2-2. Three runs already home here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Alan Craig. His first homer so far in the series as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Just like the guy before him, he went up there with a very aggressive mindset at the plate. So when he got his pitch, he wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to hit a line drive. He was thinking, I'm going deep. This ball clears the wall by plenty.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Alex Rios now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Four runs here in this half inning. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Liner towards second. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Twins nothing. Leading off the inning, Aaron Hicks.
Leading off with a twin.
They'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Hamels peers in, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out and tack as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Steve Alley comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Hit hard towards center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Danny Santana will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he got him.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Jason Worth will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. There's Sandoval. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Glenn Perkins come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Xander Bogaerts will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Into the box, Juan Uribe. Into the seats, 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Sent toward first. Well, this is speared by the first baseman.
Boy, and how they get out of this one with only one out on this play is a mystery. This probably should have been much more than that, but they can't wind up making the play.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Perkins is ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Here comes Worth. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Well, he fails here in his bid for a 5-hit ball game, but he's had a game to remember, no doubt about it.
Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set and the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. 2 out with the man at first. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
That's going to be a wild pitch, but it definitely had a message on it. I think it was received loud and clear, if you ask me.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And there's strike three, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Red Sox lead one, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Brian Dozier will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Pedroia has it and taken in out there for the first out.
First baseman, number 7.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
Joe Mauer will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope,
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out to left. Moving under it, Ramirez makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
This has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Oswaldo Arcia will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now. Two out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Now, this is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Trevor Plouffe gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Too high. Ball 3.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
One strike from the shutout. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And as you can see there, these guys were paced by the great start from the left-hander Cole Hamels. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 5-0. Good night from Minneapolis.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, no runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Cole Hamels. The loss goes to Phil Hughes. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains of the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.